waffles, some sausage, regular hash browns. Don't need a drink. Just add that to bag. Boom. Oh, welcome to Melzworld Live. I'm your host, Ramel Otis, and I'm ordering pancakes. So just give me a second here. Okay. I gotta figure out what I want for myself. I don't know what I want. Oh, I like pan coins. I like a pancake-based currency. That's great. Let's see, what looks good today? No, we live in San Diego. You don't want to get anytime tacos. It's a terrible idea. Biscuits. Biscuits aren't a bad idea. They're okay. Eggs Benedict. Combos. Ooh, split decision. That looks great. It's T-bone. There you go. That's rich. Go right into T-bone. T-bone. Pancake combos. We can get crepes. French toast. Not bad. Waffles. Man, I don't know what I want. Don't they have like wild sandwiches? Like a breakfast sandwich of some sort? Sounds fun. I don't even see a breakfast sandwich. Why wouldn't you have a breakfast sandwich? How about a milkshake? How about I order a milkshake at 8:30 in the morning? I'm also lactose intolerant, so I just have diarrhea. Diarrhea and like diabetes. Double die. I don't know. I thought there was like breakfast sandwiches. Maybe I'm crazy. New menu items. Pancake of the month. Bananas Foster. It's junior cheeseburger. It's like a little burger. Cupcake, pancake. French toast sticks. That's kind of fun. I don't know. I'm looking. I don't want a breakfast burrito. Thought they had breakfast sandwiches. Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills? Oh, whatever. Anyways, thanks for joining. Let's see if there's anybody here watching. I highly doubt it, but sometimes there is somebody. And then suddenly they're just watching me order food. Nope. No, it's just me now. It's just me today. Me and the IHOP website and my wild hair. And nobody else. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm literally used to this. Anyways, welcome. It's Friday, April 11th. It has been a wild 2 days since the last time we spoke. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? Well, if we just go through the updates, I can kind of just break everything down. Actually, the one thing that wasn't on the update, well, I will talk about is, let's talk about Hawthorne Elementary. So, yesterday we did a tour. We took Roman off of school. We did a tour of Hawthorne Elementary, which is one of 6 seminar schools, meaning it's one of the 6 schools in the San Diego school district that offers seminar. And it's the only school in the district that offers a full seminar class, meaning, according to gate rules, an official seminar class has 50% seminar students and the rest regular students. And by regular, I mean non-seminar or non-gate. What Hawthorne does differently is they have a full class of gate and seminar kids. The only problem is that they don't have a lot, and therefore they have to combine grades 3, 4, and 5. And so that, the potential of putting Roman there, the question is it better to have a regular school that has a gate certified teacher who teaches, or at least who gives a upgraded curriculum to gate students in a normal class, meaning everything's the same except those kids specifically get different homework, different testing, maybe a little bit of a more advanced curricula. I don't know. Or is it worth putting him in a school that is a seminar school, However, they've merged the grades together, right? 3, 4, and 5. And is that going to be? I mean, what's the difference when it comes to quality, right? And they did say next year, if they have enough kids, they're going to split it up to a three, a grade 3 seminar gate and then a 4 and 5 combo. But as of yesterday, the question is a kid better off in a merged combined triple grade versus their own grade, right? Homogeneous grade, but there's a handful of gate students. And I think we know what our answer is, but it is a question to ask, right? Because, okay, yes, you're getting the accelerated, enriched courses, but you're also sharing them with kids 2 or 3 years older than you, right? That's crazy. I guess 1 to 2 years older than you. And in that age group, which is 7 to 9, right? 7 to 10, maybe 8 to 10. There's a lot going on biologically, right? There's a lot of things happening to a kid biologically. And so you put in a room 3 different age groups, and then you have to have a teacher that knows how to do. So it's almost like if you did gate cluster, right, which means it's a regular class with a peppering, salt and peppering of gate kids. You have a teacher that is slated to teach their grade across the board, but has specialized tools equipped to give attention to this portion of gate students. Or you get a gate focused teacher, a teacher that knows how to teach accelerated, but is now responsible for 3 separate grades. That's the question, right? Who's to say? Who's to say what the answer is? But we already know what our answer is. But it is an interesting thought experiment because, on one hand, if you aren't having a problem child, right? If your child's normal and they're in a 3rd grade and they happen to get a little bit more of an advanced, advanced curriculum, I don't think the impact's a big deal, right? I think, okay, they're going to handle 3rd grade normally, and then here's a little bit more advanced coursework. Versus putting them into a 3, 4, 5 class where they are the small fish in a big pond. So the challenges are challenginger, but they're also the youngest, right? So then there's the age problem, and their attention split between 2 other grades. So, and then it's a completely different format of learning, or at least it's a more contrasting. It's a different impact. Anyways, yeah. Ultimately, parents are going to make their decision based off of whether or not they can afford to go to another school. And I don't mean afford as in cost, but I mean afford as in like the convenience of time or driving. I mean, scheduling, if both parents are working, all these kind of things. So yeah, we'll see. I do know that there is a good chance that he will get in. And then that's just the next 3 years. We'll see. But it was a good school. It's a very passionate principal, which you want to have. And it's a nice little campus. It's a very small elementary. And that's not very small, but it's not giant. But in a lot of ways, it seemed bigger than Hickman. Even though Hickman, I think, might be a bigger school, the way that the layout is, Hickman is it's structured in a way that doesn't feel big because all of the buildings are in a circular shape, and then they kind of face inward, and that kind of keeps everything together, right? The auditorium and the library are all part of the same building, I think, and then you have the play areas outside of those buildings. So there's a very nice structure to how the school was built. And once again, Hickman was built after Hawthorne. Hickman was named after the pilot who saved Hawthorne, or at least, the pilot who could have destroyed Hawthorne and chose not to. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. They didn't have civic planning back when Hawthorne was probably built, or at least a strong understanding of how a building structure should be. So I'm thinking everything kind of got placed where they were, and everybody kind of figured it out. There's like the rolling bungalows that you see that are kind of add-ons at schools. Anyways, that's it. That was the experience yesterday. Okay, let's go through updates. Let's talk about what's going on so that we can move on with our Friday. Freezer. I just got a call this morning, and I'm sure my wife would like to hear this update. And that in that the we had three technicians 2 days ago. One of them claims that they were a certified technician. So now, how many Eastern European like fridge techs do you need to change a fridge? And the answer is they want to try another part. They want a compressor. Um, who's to say if it works or not? But that's what they want. I just read an article this morning that said of all the refrigerators, Samsungs are the worst. So clearly, when I chose this refrigerator back 6-7 years ago, um, I had no idea. That being said, I don't know how long fridges are supposed to last. Actually, let's ask. Well, let's see if Sky has an answer. Morning, Sky. How you doing? I'm good. I have a quick question for you. You're on Melzworld Live, so say hi to the listeners. So my question to you is, how long in the last, I don't know, 20 years, what should be the average age of a refrigerator in a household before people change the refrigerators out? Sky, are you there? I think I just broke her brain. She's just sitting there thinking. Okay, let's try that again. Hey Sky, your brain kind of froze. How you doing? Oh, that's it. Oh. All right, so I had a question that I had asked you and you kind of froze and we had to restart you. On average in the last, 10 years, how long do homeowners or renters whoever use a refrigerator? Like how long do they get a refrigerator from purchase to replacement on average? You can feel free to use the internet and we'll wait. Fingers crossed. Okay. So the refrigerator that we purchased clearly only really gave us about 7 years, or at least yeah, because I think we had at least had Rome in, and that's when the fridge was delivered. So 7 years is not good. If 10 to 14 is the average, then that's what we have learned is that seven is not ideal, right? And I mean, I wouldn't even say it worked this year. I think half of it worked. Anyways, okay, so what First American says is that the certified technician suggested that we needed a new compressor. She is now working with upper management in quotations to just bypass that recommendation and move us straight into a replacement. There's a minor issue. The minor issue is if they decide to pay out like at an insurance company and they depreciate the value of a refrigerator of 7 years, what would we get, right? Would we just get $600, $700? Because I don't know. I mean, with an average fridge costing $1,500 to $3,000, it puts the onus of replacement, like of cost on us. Now we have to come up with an additional $700 to $800 to make the refrigerator whole, or we say, why don't you go ahead and try to replace the compressor. If the compressor works, it costs us nothing, and we continue to kind of hum along with our fridge. So yeah, what I guess the question is if we were approved for replacement and it is not it's not an amount, that is amenable. The question is then, do we just say, okay, we'll pump the brakes, let's try the compressor, and then let's see, because one option is them replace. So we should probably find out how much they're willing to pay, right? That's the question. If they say, yeah, well, we can pay you $1,000, I think we can work with that. I think we can figure something out. We can find another, another fridge. Um, but if they say, yeah, we'll give you 500 for it, 700 for it for depreciation, then it's like, okay, let's see if it makes more sense to attempt the compressor. Because if that's the problem, then there, it works out. They fix it. We get another 2 or 3 years out of it before it kaputs. Or at least we get to go, hopefully, through that 10 to 14 year range. Anyways, so that's where we're at right now. Let's see. Yep, so I guess this is the same thing. Nothing's changed other than the technicians. Let me write this down here. Certified tech says needs compressor. So we're going to need to see where that goes. Great. That's health of hay fever. That's what I've been doing. Just all of spring is just in my nasal passages. Work. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sam has not reached out to me, and I think I have to reach out to him because we did have a discussion of what to do, and I think we got hit with a wall, and I think he moves forward regardless of whether or not I move forward. So he's got to figure out what to do, and if I can't help him, good God, what are we doing here? Projects. Okay, so the real projects that have been for this last 2 days is I released a video detailing the experience of Nahum and releasing a pin. And I think I showed you the pin a couple days ago, but I made a video for it. I've been pushing it out, and it's doing well. It's doing, I would almost say, better than expected. I have very supportive family members, and I have incredibly supportive friends, and the fans that I have, what limited they are, truly are very supportive. I don't have a tremendous amount of fans, but the ones that I do have are dedicated, incredibly generous, and very supportive. So we are doing well. I mean, I can say confidently we're almost at half of what I'm looking to make. And somehow we've only sold maybe a quarter of the pins because people are donating more than what the pins are being sold for. But I have one person in Norway, amazing fan in Norway, and this story sucks, and I need to find a good way to solve it. Is the shipping that I put for international $16, and I had to guess based off of what ChatGPT suggested. I'm assuming $16 is just an average that you would pay to ship to most places that receive packages. But I think maybe that average can sway wildly depending on where. Like, the woman at the post office told me that Australia is insane to send anything to. So I put $16. The reality is I had to pay for a $2 bubble bag and then $20 in shipping. So even though this person paid $16 and $10 for the pin, that's $26, I ended up paying $22 to send it to them, which means I got $4 out of that pin, which, okay, fair, right? That's still a profit, not a lot, but a profit. The problem is, because actually, if you divide, let's do some math, because I feel like I'm in a math mood. If the pins were $84 and you divided it by 50, they're $1.68. I sold them for $4. This one particular to Norway, or yeah, $2.32. Here's the part that's the kicker. Once it gets to Norway, the Norway post office will alert the fan and say, in order to receive the package, you need to pay $22 in taxes. That's crazy. This person already coughed up $26 with 16 of those dollars in shipping, right? So they've already put $26 towards this pin, this little acrylic pin, right? And now they have to pay an additional $22 to get it out of the post office. And I thought that was wild. And what's crazier to me is that isn't even the most expensive. If you, this is according to Post Office Lady, if you send something to Australia, right, I may or may not pay at least $20, right? It could only go up from there. I've heard that sometimes you could pay upwards of $500 just to get the item out. That's crazy. That's insane. And I said it was a gift too. I didn't even say it was a good, and that didn't help. I mean, that didn't make it any cheaper. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I sell all the pins, maybe I can give like a $10 like Venmo to this person. Just I feel bad that they would have to pay so much. You know, it's such a nice thing for them to do. So hopefully they get the pin. We'll see. So yeah, so the pin fundraiser is doing well. We have a concert in 9 days. And that means today I'm going to focus very hard on memorizing songs. Absolutely spending time. I have to pull down Easter stuff, but on top of that, I got to focus on memorizing songs. Because I really should. I feel like I wait to the last minute, and I've been talking about it for weeks, but this is really a good day to do it. I think we've gotten over a lot of humps. Okay. So that's it. I think that's all I have for you. Yeah. So in 9 days, we'll go on this trip and we'll do the concert, and we're going to go to Pinnacle National Park because there is a sticker that my wife will get on her water can. And then I will perform 3 songs. 2 of them I already know, but not memorized, and one of them is brand new. Which is probably important that I start memorizing that one from scratch. Okay, well, I have to finish ordering pancakes, so let me see here. Oh, look, there is Kita's. I'm glad that I check. Oh, there's another guy named Gold Grinder. Who the hell's that? Hey, Kita's. Sorry, I rarely check the chats, so when you pop on, I don't know, maybe I put the audio on this so I don't get notified. So, yeah. Yeah, Nahum's around the corner, Kita's. Did you pick up a pin yet? Yeah. The fundraiser's doing well, and I'm excited about getting ready. Oh my God, so busy. Calling all days. I've been on the phone. What do you do? I thought you work at, am I wrong? Are you at where do you work now? Because I, for some reason, thought you work at a car place. Has that changed? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No worries. I'm kind of teasing you. But what do you mean they're holding you back, though? I'm curious. Like, is it like a fight where you hold your friend back? Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Are you okay? Everything okay? Are you feeling all right? That's crazy. Says he works at Mercedes but got into a crash. Haven't worked in a month. That is wild. I hope you're all right. I mean, clearly you can type, but maybe you're typing. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. So thanks, Ketas. But thanks for listening, and thanks for tuning in. And yeah, you can tell me the long story later. Don't worry about it. I'm about to wrap up anyways, but good to see you. I hope everything's okay. And yeah, I hope you catch the Ponyville stream. I think they're doing a Ponyville stream on the 20th. No, I get it. Totally makes sense that you would be annoyed. Hey, if you can go to Babs, go for it. Because, yeah, there is no next time. This is the last Babs concert. Or Babs Con and concert. There's no more. So, this is it. This is the last convention. And I don't know if it's the last Naham, but it is definitely the last BabsCon. But because Naham is moving forward, it will be streamed on Ponyville. Oh, there we go. That's it. You got to start OnlyFans. That's where the money is, man. That's where people make $20 million a month or something crazy like that. You have to have a certain set of physical skills. Anyways, Kitas, thanks for tuning in. But we're gonna wrap it up here. I gotta order some pancakes. So have a great weekend, Kitas, and everybody else. Have a good Friday. I hope it's relaxing. I hope it's chill. And then we'll see you on Monday. And hopefully I have some updates on what's going on. But thanks again. Thanks for tuning into Melzworld Live. I'm Ramel, your host, and we will see you on Monday. Let me play some music. There it is. All right. Kitas, have a good day. Everyone else, have a great weekend.